No, I don't believe that tax cuts for the wealthy make sense. I believe we have the data to show that now.
And there is no data to support the stance that the way you grow the economy is to cut taxes on the wealthy and support corporate giveaways.
That's something that came about in the late 1970s and was touted as this is the way for economic growth. Cut taxes on the wealthy, and they will invest that money and it will trickle down. They'll create jobs for everyone else. And for years and years they were sold that, and I mean, like people say, well, how's that working for you? And it's not working today.
Trickle down has never worked. The data are compelling. Even Erskine, one of the big inventors of trickle down, subsequently wrote a textbook saying, you know what? It didn't work. It doesn't work. The data don't support it. Our economy grew its best late 40s after World War II, 50s and 60s up until 1970, when low-income working families and middle-income families had their greatest growth in income. In real terms, after inflation, these families were getting paid more every year. And by getting paid more, they could spend more in the local economy and in the national economy. Our economy is almost 70% consumer spending. So as incomes at the bottom and middle grew, the entire economy took off. And contrast that from 1970 going forward. In 1970 going forward, from that time period, 60% of our country, the bottom 60% of income earners, have actually seen their incomes decline. Our economy has fallen off, right? And there's been a massive growth in income disparity between the top and the bottom and middle. Someone needs to look at these long-term data trends. And I think the scariest part for me of all this is that even though in real terms it's only really the wealthiest 20% of this nation that has done well since 1970, their taxes have been reduced significantly more than taxes have been reduced at the bottom and middle since 1970. So both at the state and at the federal level, tax policy is contributing significantly now to the growing wealth gap and income gap between them that have and pretty much everybody else.